Okay, this is part 2 of 7240 Southwest Leslie. You can see we have the water shut off and the camera is submerged underwater here. And I did locate, this actually goes out in an angle through the yard and it's working its way to the street. And we are not at the lateral yet. We're under the retaining wall near the sidewalk, and it's approximately 8 feet in depth. I marked the area. We're going to continue on here. It does transition to concrete. We're going to try to get all the way to the main, and we're going to flush a toilet again and kind of see how the flow is to the lateral, or if it's getting held up by this belly here. We're going to continue. Okay, so at 59 feet it transitions to a 6-inch concrete, and this is near the city curb. We're going to continue in the concrete out to lateral. Once we get out there, we're going to flush a toilet once or twice and see how the flow is. See how strong it is to the lateral, because it is hitting that pocket of standing water underneath the retaining wall, and it's probably going to be slowing stuff down here. I originally thought that the sewer line just went straight down the driveway, straight out to the street, but it's not the case. And here's the main here at 77 feet. It actually does some turns and goes through the yard out to the street, 76 feet instead of like straight out and 50 feet. So we're going to go ahead and flush the toilet, probably from the upper level and the lower level, and just see how the flow and function is to the lateral. Okay, so we're flushing the toilets. We're going to see how strong the flow is here out to the lateral. And then we'll pull back to that area. More than likely, since now that I found the problem area under the retaining wall, I'm probably going to recommend a spot repair to correct the slope and grade in that area. It is draining decent from the toilet flushes. We have one more coming from the, there it is. So it's got decent flow leading out to the lateral, and it's hard to say if that belly near the retaining wall would ever create a problem, but I am going to mention in the report that I located, marked it, and my recommendations are a spot repair at this time because of the area that's holding water. But you can see that the toilet flush, majority of the water is getting to the main, which is at least a good sign that it's getting there and not slowly trickling. We'll pull back at this time. We have no water on anymore. We're going to come back to that area. Okay, as I'm pulling back here, you can see it transition back to the PVC, and you can see the bottom of the pipe is dry. That's what the sewer line should look like. And as I pull back slowly and get closer to that retaining wall in this turn right here, this is where it's bellied out, and there's some settling going on. Not a whole lot. It's actually drained out pretty good. It's just a brief moment of settling here. We're going to flush one more time. I'm just going to see how the flow is past that standing water and try to determine if I recommend a repair or not. So I did see good flow to the lateral. I mean, it was pretty decent out to the main, and now the camera's just past that belly and that turn underneath the retaining wall. And if we see pretty good strong flow here hitting the camera head, then I'm probably going to roll out a spot repair at this time. I'll probably just mention in the report that there is a little bit of standing water and debris. Yeah, that's got pretty good strong flow past that section of standing water, and it's draining out well to the street. And you can see it continues on from here to the lateral. So I think I'm just, at this time, I'm going to mention in the report that there is a little bit of an area that is holding water here as it goes around the turn. But it's just a brief moment. It's not really impacting the function and flow of the sewer getting to the lateral in the street. I'm going to continue to evaluate on the way back. Okay, everything else as I'm pulling back is draining out the way it should. I believe there's another little flat spot right where we gained access at the clean out, like the first foot in. So as we pull back here, we're at 20 feet and we're pulling back. We can see all this is clear and draining properly. And then there's one other little spot with a little bit of standing water, but neither one appear to be a factor at this time of giving any potential problems in the future. Here's where it transitioned back from PVC to ABS here, the black plastic. That transition looks good. There's a little bit of a flat spot. Oh, it's not even there anymore. So overall, the sewer line looks good. I will mention the area with standing water, but overall the sewer line appears to be functioning properly.